One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. Coming out with it, it's Holly. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cornhuskers offense will get the first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move gives him the first down yardage? That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He wants to throw it again. Finds his big tight end. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the Big House. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. He'll try to take it back. He's up, and he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick six.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. The play action fake. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown Wolverines. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already. Yeah,
you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Huskers getting set on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Huskers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking left. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll try to do it himself. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Wolverines offense will take the field for the first time. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Cornhuskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
He'll do it himself. Sliding off the defender. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. There he goes. Finally run out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. They'll mark it at the 18. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period, first down here. Quick release on the RPO. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. He's got it on the run. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal. And the Huskers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Makes the grab. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Oh, and the attempt is no good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Nice move to pick up yardage.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Looking to throw for it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their youth. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ajabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
The Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. So here comes the Michigan offense. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions. Give to the single back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They go to the ground. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quick release by the QB. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got a man. Made a defender miss. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Michigan! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. TCU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Davey O'Brien among the legends to wear that uniform. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to West Virginia. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. He's got it on the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Wants to go up top. This time he's got it. No chance to run, but still a good gain. The Cornhuskers want to move quickly. They'll try to get it through the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Huskers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's McGowan. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on first and 10. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense trying to take it back. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the second time in this game they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. We know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but they're showing you why you cannot make mistakes and cough the football up when you play them.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Punch it out of the air. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to throw. It's Cantrell. Heaves it deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Wolverines will punt this one away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Fires to the tight end. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Unleashes it on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the big house.
Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. A quick pass to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Finds his man. It's McGowan. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Firing to the right, complete. You don't have to make things complicated. You see zone, you throw the hitch, you pick up some positive yardage.
Yes, Reese, that's easy when my guy's really fast and quick. Those guys in the slot, get it to him after the catch is their specialty, can make some magic happen.
The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Power football with the run. They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. The give on the option. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. The pull and throw off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. An 84-yard drive there. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They'll leave it with him. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. The Huskers want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on third. Unloads to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. They bring the punter onto the field now. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Might be changing the route. The give to the back. Picks up the first down. At the 40, there he goes. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Quarterback will keep it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The Cornhuskers line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Snags a quick pass on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So now it's 2nd and long. On the move. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Hauls it in.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. The give to the tailback. Runs through the tackle.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Makes the grab over the middle. Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. They'll leave it with the lone back. Gets it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gives it on the option. Got enough space. Touchdown, Wolverines. Excellent pass by the back on the option. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. TCU is ahead right now, but it's not like they have LaDainian Tomlinson out there. This group needs to keep building on this lead. They're up by 5 over West Virginia. For now, it's back to you, fellas, but of course, if anything changes...
Turning it on! They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a first down for the offense.
He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Shoots it to the left. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop you.
Leaves it with the back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Good timing on the quick out. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. From the gun, the running back has it. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Snap it to the back. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The Wolverines trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown! Touchdown, Michigan! You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So they marched the ball 41 yards on that drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Working that left side. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Give to the running back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Huskers will punt it away on fourth down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Leaves it with the running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Brings up third down.
It's a draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Rides the back on the option, the give. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quickly complete. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA.